leave you for someone better. But they do leave for someone different. Someone who meets them where they are in life. It's not always about being the best. Sometimes it's about being the right fit. We tell ourselves stories, crafting explanations that make sense in our pain. But the truth is, love is more complex than a simple comparison. The real reason behind departures. We often believe that when someone leaves us, it's because they found someone better, someone smarter, more attractive, or more successful. But the truth is, most people don't leave because of comparisons. They leave because something in them changes. Their needs, their priorities, their desires, something shifts. And suddenly what once felt right no longer does. It's not that you weren't good enough. It's that life took them in a different direction. Love is not always built to last forever. It is a dynamic force that changes as we change. Some connections can weather those changes while others fade. And when they do, it's not always about shortcomings or failures. It's about growth. Growth and change. People evolve. The person they were when they fell in love with you is not necessarily the person they are today. Maybe they needed comfort and now they crave adventure. Maybe they sought stability and now they long for passion. Sometimes people outgrow relationships without meaning to. It doesn't mean the love was never real. It simply means that life is constantly moving. It's hard to accept. But sometimes, love is not enough to bridge the gap between who you were and who you are becoming. Change is inevitable. Some changes bring people closer together. Others pull them apart, and when someone leaves, it's not necessarily because they found someone better. It's because they are searching for something else that resonates with who they are now. Emotional gaps. They don't leave you for someone better. They leave because something was missing. Maybe it was emotional connection. Maybe it was understanding. Maybe it was simply a feeling of being truly seen. When people feel unheard or unfulfilled, they don't always communicate it outright. They withdraw. They search for that missing piece elsewhere. Have you ever felt lonely even when you were with someone? That's what happens when emotional needs aren't met. And sometimes, instead of addressing it directly, people look outside the relationship for the connection they crave. Not because they don't care, but because they don't know how to fix what's broken. Timing and circumstances, right person, wrong time. It's a painful reality, but one that happens more than we'd like to admit. Love isn't just about feelings. It's about timing, about being in the right place, emotionally and mentally, to nurture a relationship. Sometimes two people love each other, but life pulls them in different directions. Work, family, personal struggles. So many factors influence why people stay and why they go. You may have been perfect for them once, but if their priorities shift, even the deepest love may not be enough to hold them in place. And that has nothing to do with your worth. It has everything to do with where they are in their journey. The illusion of better, we torment ourselves with thoughts of, what does that person have that I don't? But the reality is, it's rarely about better. It's about different, a new perspective of fresh energy, a connection that fits who they are in this moment. It's not about competition. It's about compatibility. It's about how well two people align in their values, aspirations, and emotional needs. No one can replace you. You are unique. But if someone is looking for a different experience, a different dynamic, they will go in search of that. Not because they have found someone better, but but because they have found something that resonates differently. Learning and moving forward instead of asking, why wasn't I enough? So what can I learn from this? A heartbreak is not a reflection of your worth. It's a chapter in your story, a lesson in love and self-growth. Every person we meet teaches us something about love, about relationships, and about ourselves. Heartbreak is painful, but it is also an opportunity to reflect, to heal, and to redefine what love means for you. It's a chance to rediscover who you are outside of the relationship, to grow into the person you were always meant to become. Self-worth and acceptance. If they left, let them go. The right person won't have to choose between you and someone else. They will simply choose you. And if they didn't, it means they weren't meant to stay. Love isn't about proving your value. It's about finding someone who recognizes it, someone who sees you, appreciates you, and chooses you. Not because you are the best, but because you are right for them. You are not a backup plan. You are not an option. You are a whole, complete person deserving of a love that stays. So if someone walks away, let them. It's not rejection, it's redirection. A sign that something greater is waiting for you. Healing takes time. Healing doesn't happen overnight. The pain of being left lingers. The doubts creep in and the memories feel too real to let go of. But every day you get a little stronger. Every day you take one step closer to moving on. You may not feel it now, but one day you will wake up and the weight will be lighter. The egg will be duller and you will smile again. Give yourself time, be patient with your heart. Healing isn't a straight path. It's messy, it's unpredictable. But it is always moving forward. Trust that the pain will fade and the lessons will remain. They don't leave you for someone better. They leave because their path no longer aligns with yours. And sometimes that's the most painful but necessary lesson of all. Let them go. Trust that what's meant for you will find you. The right love won't require you to question your worth. It will simply feel right. One day, you will look back and understand why things had to happen this way. Until then, trust the process. Trust yourself. And believe that love, true love, will find you when the time is right.